Alright, well, how's this look? With the frog light. I like it. I got the first layer of branches done. I didn't finish the leaves yet. Gotta do this side still. But, yeah, I didn't think you needed to see me do all of this. It's a lot of just... I don't even have the right blocks anymore. But, you know, it's just doing weird shapes. And, depending on the type of tree, I usually use different stuff. Like, I don't have any trapdoors or fence gates here. I usually mix those in, but I wanted just big, thick branches on the base here. And I think it turned out really good so far, guys. Got room to put some presents here. Gonna make this all decorative. You know, I want to have... Here, like, let's pretend this is a present. You know, it's gonna look better than that, obviously. But, kind of like what we did over here, I'm just gonna have a golem that pops up every once in a while. Walks around, and then paths back down, and pops back up again. Silly, but awesome. And I'm gonna get a mob switch installed down at Bedrock. It's like right around here, and they tell me that those cover up to simulation distance. So that's like 64 blocks in every direction from here, right? I think that's how that works, guys. So that should cover everything in this area. If we just get one mob switch down there, I don't have to worry about those strays coming anymore. So, I already dug a hole. Oh, I also did this path. Right, I don't think I showed you this. Hey, here's one of the guys right here. This is a known. He's awesome. Builds awesome farms. And I think this might be the first time that he's seen my security guard here. Let's see if he grabs snowballs and back at him. I don't know. It's almost instinctual, right? You see the snowballs and you want to grab them and throw them at the guy. You failed, sir. You failed. You did not throw the snowballs at the guy. Alright. But yeah, I think this is going to look really good, guys. Just picture the layers, you know. It's going to go all the way up. Probably up past here to get the right shape. Just going to be massive. And the view you get from when you come, because everybody's going to come out of the nether. I mean, you just see the tree. It's going to be awesome. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Never built a tree like this before. The snow's kind of getting in my way here, but eventually when all the leaves are up there, you know, I'll put string on stuff, and there'll be pressure plates on things, and ornaments and lights up there melting the snow, so. Alright, I'm going to talk to this guy for a bit and see what's up. Maybe we'll go look at some cool farms and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I am procrastinating again. And I realize that, so I'm going to bring you guys with me, so I'm forced to do something else besides sit here in the mines. Not finding diamonds, because this trip has been nothing, pretty much. I think I got maybe, well, like 30 diamonds total. I'll have to double check. Got 19 on me. I think I took 20 something back already. Well, maybe 40 diamonds, but look how much bigger I made this, guys. And hold on, let me turn around. I just expanded it out. There's a big, huge lava lake here, too, that I had to fill up. It's all like here, lava. But got room for more branches. Started a couple more. I did this one today. This one. Oh, wait, maybe I did 3. I did this one, and this one. Yeah, and then... Okay, so as far as mob switch goes, I think I found a really easy solution. So this is under the tree, right? The tree's right above us, the center of the tree. Lava here. This goes quite a ways. But this way, guys, right here is a cave spider spawner. So all I have to do is trap some of these guys in the boats, bring them right down here, and carry them into a few spots You know, like if I put one down there, one down here a bit, like I'll have to clear some of this lava and get farther down. Put one down here and one here. I think that's how it works. The whole area up there, like from the nether portal back, nothing could spawn there as far as strays go. And then to stop the polar bears from spawning, all I need is a few passive mobs. Like, you know, I have the camels and armadillos already. If I breed those up and have some more of those, then polar bears won't spawn. So I might, since I'm doing that snow globe, depending on how big I make it, I might put a polar bear in that thing. Or maybe two of them if I make it big enough. You know, I want them to have room to walk around, obviously. But I might do a big, huge snow globe. And if there's room, I'll put a couple polar bears in there. That'll help towards the mob cap. Yeah, so I've been doing busy work because I'm just procrastinating getting on the tree. So I expanded this and added some storage here. I started to move things over. So valuables here. I got more gold blocks from mining, so that's going to be good. I don't think it's still enough to add to the skirt. But maybe in those four sections where I have to put, you know, something, I could do like a star, like a gold star or something, and I might have enough for that. Yeah, I was gonna craft this lapis up. I figure the lapis blocks will be good for decorating the tree. You know, it's a nice shiny blue. Like it. In case you haven't seen that, this is what the lapis block looks like when you place it. Really cool blue. I think that would look good next to, you know, some lights or something. What happens if you break that with fortune? Oh, it just stays black. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. So yeah, I got a decent amount of these. I got a bunch of redstone blocks that I'm going to scatter around because when the golems walk on them, they'll light up. So that'll just be cool for the overall ambiance of the tree, you know? Forgot to silk touch this one and got some dust. Even though I have so much dust, it's crazy because they have the witch farm, you know? Oh, I should have left this down there. Oh, you know what? I want to test this out. Might as well do it with you guys. I made this taller, so it should be really easy to... Oh, okay. Guess you still have to kind of go at an angle. Slow down a bit. Hopefully I don't die right now. Oh, but yeah, you can make it down pretty easily now. Cool. I usually do like a drop shoot and a water bubble back up. But I don't think I'm going to go through all of that with this one since it's a temporary housing. Okay, so yeah, I think we're good here, guys. I'm going to force myself to either get back to work on the tree right now or the snow globe. I think that was all that I had like fresh in mind that I wanted to do, you know? I got to get more of the tree done, though. I can't keep procrastinating with that. I got sea lanterns in here. Next to the blue, Anoan had the guy had frog lights originally. I think I showed you frog lights, and he suggested sea lanterns, and I think they match the blue a lot better. So that looks cool, and it'll light this up, so we don't have to worry about anything spawning until I get those spiders all in place. I'm trying to think of the best way to film this one so that you can see me actually doing stuff, you know. I'm gonna get these out of the way. I wanted some mangrove wood. But yeah, because you know I realize I kind of put out longer episodes because it's a lot of me like talking and planning and stuff like that. Not really as much building centric videos, you know. Yeah, speaking of things you missed, I changed this up. There's some cookies here. Both of the snowball things have hoppers filled with snowballs, so when people take them, it'll just refill. And then there's a splash potion of health, in case you throw too many snowballs at this guy. If you feel bad, you can heal him up. But remember, our outpost is right here, so if I need to grab another guy and see if I can make it all in one shot again and hook him onto the golem, I'll do that. Oh, you know what? I wonder if gas count towards the mob cap, because if I have a few gas floating around the tree and we get a couple more allays, that might be all we need to do to stop the polar bears from spawning. You know, and it's only the ones with the cubs that are a problem. The other ones, they don't bother you at all. But, you know, I'm sure you guys know that if they have the baby, they'll just run at you and attack. Can't have that at Christmas Village. You know, it's got to be safe here. So those are my plans for today. Get some spiders caught in boats for the mob cap down there. And then test that out. Like stay up at night and make sure there's no strays spawning here. It's going to be awesome. To be able to work at night and not worry about it. I'm a big fan of working at night, but I usually end up lighting up the whole area. You know? I think with this build, with the big, huge tree, and it's going to be big. Make it look good. You know, if it's got the big base right here, I'm going to have to go up spiky point like that. The star is going to be like way up there probably. Wow. Okay. I got to do it. I got to get focused and just start, you know, grinding out the trees, the branches. Oh my gosh, guys, it's going to take so long. Why did I make this tree so big? Why? It's because we can, right? Why not? Oh, and something else I figured out. This snow does accumulate to a block. And if you have Silk Touch, you can get the block. This is, again, probably a known thing. But, you know, I was looking at my beacon here. And some of this snow piled up so much that it's the same size as a block. But look. That's a block of snow that dropped from the layers. Like, if you take a small one, you'll get the layers. I guess it counts them. So I got 4 layers from that right there. You could put those layers back down. Man, I've never really messed around with this. With the different layers like this. You know? I'm sure that's got to be useful for something that we haven't really thought of. I'll have to think about that. Start using it in my testing and stuff. See if items flow across the layers differently, you know, or if mobs have trouble pathfinding in certain situations. I'm not sure exactly what I'm trying to say, but you can see how something like that, you know, could be useful. These guys always run up to me when I'm, oh, sorry, man, I meant to just feed you. Well, you got your carrot. Then you got a little boop on the nose. And I think the camels were pushing the boat. Because it was over here by them, and now it's like right up here against the tree. I might have to move that out of the way. I haven't done anything with these guys yet. They're still just stuck in the boat. Because there isn't really anywhere to put them yet. They might end up in the snow globe. Walking around. I don't know. Have to figure it out. Or they end up hanging from the tree like ornaments. We'll see. But speaking of that. Oh my gosh. I might have mentioned this already. Where did I put them? Oh, mob drops. I started moving those inside. So me and Anawan were swimming around last night because I told him my plan, and we got a bunch of pufferfish. So I'm going to go look for zombie nautilus and their armor. Because I know this sounds silly, and it's, you know, kind of goes against how I treat animals and stuff in the game, but it's a zombie, so it doesn't count, right? But the zombie nautilus don't need to breathe, so we can hang them from a lead that's on a fence post. And in the different color armors, they look like Christmas ornaments, guys. So I want to get I need at least one, like right here, you know, that people see right away. But a few would be cool, but I don't know if I can find a few armors that, we'll see. If I go out there and start swimming around and having fun with it, then I might, you know, just grind that out and find a few of the armors, and then we can get a few of these guys hanging. But I think it would look cool to have a copper one, a gold one, a diamond one, at least those 3. You know, if I could find them, I'm going to try to do that. Actually, when I come back, we're probably going to be hitting an ocean and going to look for those guys. So I might brew up some water breathing potions with a few of these. Gotta make some... Man, these camels make sounds sometimes that really spook me. Like, it sounds like polar bear creeping up behind me. Oh, is there water here? I don't have any water. Can I break this and get water? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Do it before it freezes. Need 3. We went to the blaze farm last night, and I got some blaze rods, which are in here, I believe. This is the worst part of being like half in and half out of places. You know? Oh, I might have even put blaze powder in that thing already, because I made the health potion for this guy. That's right. Alright. So we're going to go... Oh, I don't have any nether wart, guys. I didn't get any nether wart. I got all this other stuff. Not a single piece of nether wart. Time skip. Love Joe Hills. This is their main storage on this world. It is crazy, guys. I can't even begin to explain how it all works. But you come over here and you can throw whole shulker boxes full of stuff, or just like spit items out, or throw stacks of items in, and it all just gets sorted and put away. You just have to AFK because of the hopper speed, depending on how many items you put in there. I think they moved the spot. They had a little spot set here to AFK at. But anyway, yeah, they have everything set up. Everything isn't super stocked yet. You know, like they just did the whole build and the sorting and all of that stuff. So that's all set up. Now they're working on stocking everything up. But I just wanted to see if there was some nether wart in here. I doubt it. There might not be. Like that's a specific thing that might be at base. The little nether wart farms, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. Just looking around, seeing what they got. Did I look right at it maybe and walk past it? No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I might have to go to somebody's base and look at their little brewing area. But I thought I'd show you guys this because it's crazy. And I would never have thought to have a storage system like this. You know, I'm too lazy. Like I spend my grindy game time doing other stuff. You know, but this is so cool. And I'm just going to be using it. Like I'm going to be storing all of my stuff here. And people can take it if they want it. You know, I've been taking stuff that I need. And yeah, it's awesome. It's just kind of like the community main storage that they built. And you probably noticed this already, but this is a big, huge perimeter that they blew out. I'll show you the snakehead in a second, but like I didn't know that people actually did this on their own. I thought this was like a hermitcraft thing that people just did for content, you know, because it was probably so crazy and complicated. But no, it's a thing that people do, and you know, if I had been playing multiplayer realms, I probably would have seen that before. But they blew out this whole big, huge perimeter, guys, to put the storage in here. Look at this, man. This is one of the coolest things that I've seen in person in this game. Just a giant bone snake skull. I think Epic Zero is the one who built this, and he said that I think it was a Viking god something. I don't want to butcher that, but it was some mythology behind it. And at first I didn't notice this, guys, but you know, there's a huge skeleton underneath here. And he said it's like this god or whatever it was fell into the void and died trying to get out or something. That's the lore he was going with, but it looks amazing. Look at this thing. Think about the time it took to build that, guys. It's massive. And then all the walls around it to make it look like the void, the ground underneath, the layers of glass. Like, this was super impressive. This guy Epic, he's blowing my mind. Like, I'll show you his base soon. I want him to be there when I do that. But he gave me a little tour, and I've explored it a few more times on my own, and it is amazing, guys. It's his take on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And, you know, it's still a work in progress, obviously. Like, but you can tell he's put the time in already. It is beautiful. Amazing. I can't wait to show you that. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, I'm going to go find some nether wart and then get back to Christmas Town and get some water breathing potions brewed up so we can go find us some zombie nautilus Christmas ornaments. Hey friends, welcome back to Winter Wonderland. I changed the ceiling up in here. I was just sitting here looking at the dirt, and I said, you know what, that's kind of gross and ugly, so let's change it up. And I grabbed some packed ice and some different sized crystals. And I think that looks, you know, like we're in a little icy igloo or something. And prize incoming. Could be any second now. This is a guide from Peter Porker NB. At Peter Porker NB. He has a bunch of Christmas note block song tutorials. We're going to listen to this real quick, and then I'm going to explain what happened, why we're not on an ocean adventure right now. So I just did that little bit of it, you know, but you can hear it down here, which is cool, and it cycles like every minute or so. It plays. You can hear it around here. Yeah, so that just happened. I did that. But the ocean adventure, guys, that turned into, I have probably about 3 hours worth of footage of me opening close to 100 chests looking for the diamond nautilus armor, and I never found it. This was actually a gift. One of the other new guys on the realm, he found this on his second chest, which is crazy, and I'm very jealous of that, but I'm also very thankful because he's a very nice guy and he donated it to me in the tree. So we're gonna have this hanging up on the tree along with this guy. His name's Coral, and then we got Carl and Carl, because these are all the rare coral zombie nautilus. Once I have layers on the tree that block the sun, I can take the armor off of these guys and have them hanging up, and they'll just be really colorful. Then I'm gonna get some more zombie nautilus to hang on the tree, and I have all of these armors, guys. I didn't find any diamond at all, but I found like 9 or 10 of the coppers, 5 iron, and 2 gold. And these are all gonna look just like Christmas ornaments hanging from the tree, you know. So I know it's silly and goofy, but that's what I'm doing with the new Nautilus mob. I'm finding a bunch of the zombie ones, and I'm hanging them from my Christmas tree. And they'll act as a mob switch, I'm pretty sure, actually, since they're hostile mobs. I didn't even think about that, guys. I don't even have to do the spider thing down below. Man, I could just hang a bunch of these guys around, and then the skeletons won't spawn. I think. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna see about cutting all that footage up, or maybe just make like a montage of me opening all the chests, guys, because it was just one of those grinds that I was getting frustrated, you know. Every time I thought I would get lucky, and some of those chests in those ruins are hidden. You know, they're down like 20 blocks underneath the thing, and you got to dig around and find it. You got drowned attacking you. I had so many drowned fights that the guy that gave me this, I gave him 10 tridents, and I still have all of these that I got on this ocean adventure, guys. Crazy. I got all of these just yesterday. All of this armor. All of this other stuff. I got my 2 sniffer eggs, and then after I got the 2 eggs, I stopped brushing everything. Somebody gave me these. I threw them in here. Oh, the same guy that gave me this. Awesome guy. Yeah, I went through 12 water breathing potions, and then I didn't have any of the armors at that point, so I just grabbed some magma blocks, and I was using that to breathe underwater. You know, super OP strat that I hadn't really thought about until I needed it in the moment. Then I remembered, and I'm like, oh man, I could just carry one of these around, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna see about making that into, you know, maybe a standalone episode, the ocean adventure, because it's definitely not Christmassy. I'm out in the coral, you know. But I got it stuck in my head. I wanted to make these guys into a Christmas ornament, and I couldn't stop until I found a bunch of the armor. You know, I had 4 of the coral zombie nautilus, and I lost one on the way back. I don't know what happened to it. It like got unhooked from the gas. Maybe they were bumping into each other and the lead snapped or something. I don't know, but I started with 4. And I might try to see if I can find them sometime. Go back to that. It's just like so far away, guys. 10,000 blocks away, the warm ocean, you know. But I do have a couple more regular zombie nautilus. Maybe 1,000 blocks away in an ocean here, not too far. And then we can get some more, because I do have more armor. You know, we'll get all those hanging up like Christmas balls all around the tree. So silly. But something that I wasn't really counting on, because I wanted them on the outside of the tree here. But you know, it's gonna have to go up. Oh gosh, it's going up at an angle, right? And look how high up you need the lead. It's all the way at the top of that dirt pile with the, you know, attached to the nautilus. So if I want him hanging at this level, I need the lead to be attached way up there, guys. So that's gonna be probably like the third level of branches, maybe, or like the top of the second level. I don't know if I can have them on the outside of the thing here. Plus, we need to make sure that the coral ones, at least, if we're taking the armor off, we have to make sure that they have cover over their head. And leaves won't work, right? The sun will still go through the leaves, I think, because that's a transparent black. I'm not 100% sure on that. I need to check. But we're going to be relying on, you know, the logs to cover their head. And once you have, you know, 10 rows of branches, and I'm going to try to space them out so that they cover all the gaps. There won't be any sun penetration down here, so they should be good. But that might take a while, you know. Where's my bed at? Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it back once I have more of an idea of the next steps, or if I start doing some more branches. Since I didn't really show you guys that. Oh, is that a zombie horse? It was. He's in the snow. Or he's underneath the thing. Can I save him? It'll be my first one. Let me save him and just kill the zombie. Yeah. This guy wants red mushrooms, I think, which I have. Dude, that's awesome. He just walked right up to us. Come on, buddy. I got some red mushrooms for you and a saddle. Yeah. Where's our stuff at? It's over here, I think. I got it. Remember, I saved some red mushrooms just in case I found one of these. No, no. Please make it, buddy, please. Okay, okay. Okay, come this way. Come this way. Let's give you a nice, good roof for now. Oh my gosh, you need your armor, I think, to survive, right? Okay, okay. I'm panicking now. I'm panicking, guys. I don't have a fence post for this guy. Oh no, I don't have a fence post. Do I put him in a hole for now? Put him down in a hole. Oh, there's water down here from the lake that I didn't fill up all the way. Oh, oh no, don't wander off. No, no, get the lead on, get the lead on, get the lead on. He's gonna walk into the sun. He's gonna walk into the sun because they're so dumb. Alright, so this needs to 2 blocks deep. Yeah, get down there. Okay, he's in there now, right? Yeah, he can't get out of there. Oh, is he gonna despawn though? Oh, I have name tags. Dude, I do, guys. I can crush this right now. We got this guy. He is not gonna get away. He's not gonna despawn. I have name tags right here. What do we name this guy? What do we name him? He's a zombie horse. Oh, I wish I had more time. I'd come up with a really good name. But for some reason, I just want to call this guy Homer. I don't know why. But he's Homer right now. We could change that up if we want. But I probably won't, because that made me laugh right now. And I have no idea why I decided to call him Homer. But we're going to come over here and grab some red mushrooms. I think it's going to be... Is it going to be in one of these? Did I put them in? Oh, they're in with the plants. Okay, good thing we name tagged that guy. We had to go kind of far away. Here we go. Red mushroom. Okay. And a saddle. We need a saddle. Where are my saddles? Oh, is that my head hitting the crystals that made that tingly sound? That is pretty cool. What was I looking for? Saddle. Saddle, saddle, saddle. Here we go. Okay. Hey, zombie horse. Come here, buddy. Homer. Hey, he's still here. Homer. I'll feed you, man. Yeah. Oh, you ate so many of them. Oh, you know what? I gotta ride you around first until you like me, right? Yeah, you're gonna kick me off a couple times. Hey, there we go, buddy. And you get a saddle. Oh, armor you need, not a saddle. Okay, hold on, buddy. think I got some armor. Oh, I don't think I have any horse armor yet. He's just gonna have to sit in that hole for a while, bud. Wait a minute. I feel like I grabbed some from one of the things that I cleared. Trial chamber, maybe? Where's that thing at? Look at all of this. Oh, right there. Gold. Golden armor, buddy. Ooh-wee. Gold for Christmas. Why am I so excited about this? Yes. Yes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Can you jump? A bit. Okay. Yeah, and you're good in the sun now. Oh, man. That's awesome, bud. You're just gonna hang out here, okay? Nothing's gonna hurt you. Whenever I get some mushrooms, I'll hook you up, buddy. That's awesome. Glad you guys were here for that. Alright, I'll bring you back. We got our zombie nautilus, our zombie horse that just walked up right to us, man. And the zombie was so afraid of the sun that he just sat there. He just sat there and waited for me to come up and take him. Yeah, you're awesome, dude. Are they slow or fast or... I mean, that's a decent clip. I'm not sad about that at all. Especially since I'm probably not going to be using him too much for that, you know? It's more of an aesthetic thing. Decent jump. Okay, man. You're going to just hang out right here, buddy. Okay, you can walk around. Stay in the grass. Don't get stuck in the snow. Okay, well, I guess you can't get frostbite since you're already dead. Alright. Awesome. And you got pushed up here somehow? But that looks great, dude. I like that. Keep you up there. Maybe we'll get him up here and have one on each side when you walk in. For now, until they're hanging from the tree. Oh, man. This is turning out to be a fun one, guys. I hope you feel it, too. Feel that Christmas spirit, you know? Trying to have a lot of fun with this one. That ocean adventure kind of threw me for a loop and put me in a bad mood, and now we're back and we get to have some tingly crystals. Where was the tingly one? You have to hit them at a certain way, angle or something? Why is there no tingles sometime? I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so happy giggly right now. This is awesome. And the zombie horse. Yes. Hey, good morning, guys. It's a new day. Did a little bit of grinding on the tree this morning. Gonna show you what I got going so far. I might need to shape it out a bit more, you know, but I can always go back and do that at the end and just get a better shape. But I'm happy with this, so I feel comfortable bringing you with me while I add some more branches and stuff. Okay, so I can just make steps up with the leaves. Doesn't matter if it's a little off or not. Alright, so we're gonna do the next layer, and I'm just doing what I did here, you know. And the cool thing about the different layers, I don't have to be as detailed and, you know, intricate like I was on the first layer, because nobody's ever going to see this, really. You know, you might catch glimpses when you're looking up through the branches, but there's also going to be lights to grab your attention and other decorations and stuff. So one problem I realized, like, I got to make this kind of thick here, you know, this part, or you can totally see it from when you're flying. Hold on. Like, you can kind of see right through the leaves. See? You see that snow right there? So, like, this upper layer isn't as thick. I didn't do that yet. But down here, it's nice. When it's like 2 or 3 thick, you can't see through it. So I'm just going to have to go through and do that all around. But I like that, guys. It's making this feel like a tree fort or something. I know that sounds silly, but it does. It feels like a tree fort or something cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go around and add some more fences. I ran out of fences earlier. I had to make some more. So I'm just gonna put these in some random spots. Again, I know these probably won't ever be visible, but they do add a little bit of something. So before I went to bed last night, I got all of the cave spiders in boats downstairs, down at Bedrock, where I think I showed you that cave spider spawner that I found right there at Bedrock. I was going to use that for a mob switch. So I brought, I did it 4 times. There's like 32 of them down there. But it's not working. Like, you can hear the skeletons. So I guess you have to be more scientific with it and like actually find your chunk borders and put the spiders in all the right spots. I just kind of guessed. I put some like around. You know what? I'll just show you in a second. Let's get these fences on here. We'll go down there and look at them, because it's pretty crazy. Just a bunch of boats of spiders lining the hallways in some spots. Alright. That's good. Yeah, just looks like needles hanging down, maybe, Yeah, let's go check out these mob switches real quick that aren't working. Maybe one of you guys has an easy fix for me. I don't have to do a bunch of math and like find my chunk borders. I don't really want to have to do that. I don't use any mods that make it easy, so I'd have to like go on a chunk base with the coordinates and then measure it all out and stuff and then count everything, and it's a lot of work. Alright, so here's some. But like right here's the center of the tree area, right? The tree's right above us. So there's 8 here. That should stop spawns right above us, I thought. And then there's 8 down here. And then 8 over here. This is where the spawner is too. So it was really easy. I just laid out a bunch of boats, knocked out the torch. They ran to me, got stuck in the boats. Then I put a torch back so they wouldn't keep spawning, and I like lined them up in the hallway here. Attached all the leads, and I just pulled a little train of spider boats into their spots. But I just don't have them in the right spot, I guess. I don't know, guys. I gotta look into this a bit more. I mean, it took a while. I don't want it to be for nothing. Another option, one of the guys said, was I can just catch a bunch of the strays that are up there in boats and like hide them up there. Maybe like dig them a hole and just have them sitting down there in the hole. And that'll stop more from spawning, and then we'll know where they're at least. Yeah, but not just that, but now with Mounts of Mayhem, it's not just the strays spawning out here, guys. I had another zombie horse spawner guy, or spear rider guy, spawn, and he just started attacking me. And when they run around, they damage things. So they were hitting my nautilus, guys. They were hitting my nautilus when they ran by. I don't know if it's all the time or if they were just because he was attacking me. But I can't risk that. I can't have these guys walking around with spears just walking into my Christmas ornaments. Speaking of the ornaments, I got them all lined up here. These are the regular ones. They're all just named ornaments. And then we got the coral guys. Coral, and coral. So silly. I wanted the diamond one on display for now. Oh, I think I showed you this, but something pretty cool I figured out. Oh, I'm all out of pufferfish. That's right, I used them getting these guys. If you're holding a pufferfish and you walk around, they will turn to look at you. It's the only movement they do on dry land. They'll turn to follow you, so you can like get them faced in certain directions if you want. So silly. And this music, I love it. What else did I do? Oh, I flattened this out again so I could have a better look at it. And I replaced all the dirt and podzol with snow. And I did the same over here. Oh, no, I didn't do the same over here. I just flattened it out. But, because I kind of took some scaffolding and like measured some stuff out here. And if I put the snow globe here, it's going to block these presents. Like when you're coming out, I need something shorter on that side. When you come out here, like the snow globe would be right there blocking things. So I'm going to put the snow globe on this side. And I've been messing around with a couple designs. I think I got a good idea of what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to spend some more time on that. But this morning, I am grinding on the tree. So let me pause this for a second. I'm going to let my dogs out, turn my heater off, and turn the fireplace on so you guys don't have to listen to that. And then we're going to do some more do another layer of branches and start putting more leaves on, guys, because I think the more we do, the better it's gonna look. Then I can start decorating it a bit, you know, and doing some more detail with the leaves on the outside so it looks more Christmas tree shaped. You know, I think this is missing some leaves here. Like, this should be out farther. Yeah, that looks a little better already. Shape. Alright, but yeah, this is kind of what it comes down to, guys. Like, just finding different angles and trying to just make sure that it's a, you know, not super perfect pyramid shape, but Christmas tree-ish, you know? Gotta fill in some spots here and there. Oh, one thing I'm gonna have to do, which is gonna be annoying, and I'm gonna wait until I have most of the layers in. I'll go back down here and clear out all the snow. You know? Because we might get a few more layers building up here and there, but every time you build a layer on top, it cuts down so much of the snow below. So that's just something I'm gonna have to go back and do. And I don't know if it's because of my beacon, but my shovel breaking leaves like really fast. See that? So I can't just spam my shovel on that snow because it was breaking the leaves. So I either have to like take the beacon down or maybe just make a regular diamond shovel real quick and just use that for the snow. That'll probably be, because then it won't have efficiency on it, you know. That'll probably work. But yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, let's go. Oh, what I've been doing. 2-block gap. Starting on the alternate one from here. Doesn't really matter too much, I guess, you know, but I feel like it kind of gives us a good starting point. And I'm just going. It's actually a little easier probably if I'm up there. Then I can see how close I am to this one. I want to end, you know, maybe like 5 blocks away. Go a couple more. Do one more. Then the angle of the leaves. Nope, you know what? Maybe a couple more. Oh, that's too close to that, right? So yeah, this is what this has been for me, guys. Just kind of guesswork as I go. Oh, should I jump down there for that one log? I do have a double chest full of them, but it isn't a log. Oh no, guys. Stupid problems to have, right? Okay, so we're just gonna do this while we go, I think, so that we don't have to go back and do it. But you know what though? No, I can do this. I was gonna say, cause jump down. I like having them underneath some spots too. Gonna be troublesome. Okay, so that's, you know, one branch done-ish. Oh my gosh, I was crouching. Why did that's the fence post. I'm walking right off the fence post. Okay. What do we do, guys? I tried doing this with the ghast, and the ghast just can't get close enough to really be effective. So I'm just gonna have to tough it out and get better at parkour here, I guess. Alright, and then so for these, I've been switching it up, trying to get different angles, because you can see there's still gaps here, like from the sun, so, or for the snow to fall. We're gonna try to fill those gaps as best as possible. I've been going like this, and like you'll get on the angle ones, it's gonna be one branch that comes out, but then it spreads out. Here you can see actually with this. See how it branches? The branch branches, and then it branches again. That's just to fill all the gaps, you know. Because eventually I want no snow to be able to fall from the top at all, and no light to get through either. We want those zombie nautilus to be safe down there without their armor on, the coral ones. I want their pretty coral colors on display, you know. So we got to make that happen. We got to make sure at some point that there's no sunlight getting through the tree, you know, and that might be a thing, like if we don't cover it up enough. Because I'm pretty sure the leaves don't stop the sun, even if you have a bunch of leaves stacked up. I might have to run some tests on that in a creative world. I'll like stick a zombie under a bunch of leaves and see what happens to him. Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody cover that before. We got to do some tests to figure it out on our own, right? But yeah, so like I said, it's a little easier when you're up there. So let's see if I can get up there right away. Alright, so this one goes straight out. I'm going to need this one to kind of go this way. So we can split it here and then kind of work our way down, alternating every few. So it's not just a straight line, you know. But there we go, that's that one. Done. Pretty much close to the leaves there, right? Then I could just go like this and kind of stack the leaves up and it fits the angle. Right? And we can even add more leaves to mess it up and make it look, you know, rougher. More natural, I guess. But yeah, so this is all this process is, guys. I want to grind it out. I want to get as much of this done as I can today. And I'm not going to make you watch it all because you see what it is. It's just this. I have some other ideas for fun stuff for this build. Like I said, it's not just going to be the Christmas tree. But we got to get the tree done first to start working on some of it. And just to see a better picture of how everything's going to fit together, you know. And like I said, I want to put a snow globe over here. I got to think of something here that's more of a lower profile so we can see these presents when you come out of the door. You know what, though? I mean, I guess if these are blocked, it's not the end of the world, because then when you get down here, you'll turn and see them, right? I'll have to think about this a bit more, guys. Maybe I'll get some of the other guys out here to add some input. I also opened this up to the community on the realm. If anybody had any ideas for more stuff, you know, there's a lot of room around the tree. We could put a bunch of stuff here. Or if they have an idea for what goes there, you know. Since it's a Christmas build and I'm doing it for everyone else, I think it'd be awesome to get other people involved, you know, and then I can turn it more into like a Hermitcraft episode, I guess. You know, I didn't think when I started this channel, guys, I had no idea that I would make friends that play this game, and you know, they would invite me to play with them, and I'd get close to people like quickly, and like it's totally not what I expected, and I love it. I love this game so much. It's changed my life in a lot of ways, you know. And I know it sounds silly because it's a video game, but it's helped my problem solving skills like crazy. Like this game is literally just turned into a puzzle slash problem solving game for me that forces me to think in ways that I never really did. You know, I'm not a genius inventor type guy, but come on, guys, I came up with like so many crazy things you can do in this game using, you know, the different mobs, and I love it. I love this game. I'm having so much fun with this stuff, even more since I started this channel up. Well, why did I start talking about this? Oh, just the whole playing multiplayer thing. So cool, guys. Like, I never thought that this might turn into that for me, where I can be on a show, you know, not Hermitcraft, obviously, but a show like that where you're with a bunch of other awesome people that are really good at the game, and they like to have fun and do silly things. Like, we're going to have some awesome times over here. Get into some shenanigans with these guys. And just last night, I started thinking about, like, fun pranks I could do. Because that was never a thought, and it just popped in my head. I was watching the new Life series, The Nice Life. Because Martin pranked well, not everybody. He got a couple people with this thing. I don't want to get too much into that. But if you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. And it just got me thinking about pranks, and then I realized, I'm like, whoa, I'm on a server with other people for the first time ever. Like, we could have some fun, guys, and try to think of some fun, goofy pranks that, you know, are innocent and I don't want to grief anybody's stuff, obviously. I would never do that. But something fun and goofy, you know, like something that would be easy to take down, and, you know, like how they do on those shows. And I get to do that now, guys. So I want to get this episode posted quick. You know, I'm not going to finish the whole Christmas build today, but I want ideas from you guys for pranks. Because I'm sure you know multiplayer stuff probably better than I do. Like, think of something fun I could do. You know, maybe something Christmassy since it's Christmas time. I guess I could probably show you a bit more of the world in this episode before we do that. I'll show you spawn. You know, spawn isn't anything much, I guess, right now, and they were planning on moving it. So I actually spawn. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll show you the Nether hub. I don't know. I guess let's just think about like general pranks. You know, like I have a bunch of ideas, but I'm sure you guys have some really good ones. Okay, I do have more fences made up already. Sweet. Don't have to waste time with that. Grab some more logs. I had some wood. Just like if you look down here, I might have showed this. I went around and all the exposed logs that I had down here around the base, I replaced those all with the wood. I think that just looks better. You know, like full bark. But spots like that up there, you know, that's like the end of a branch where it forks off. That should look like that, right? Or something like this where it's sticking down in the middle of a tree. That should look like that too. I think. That's just my, you know, looking at it like kind of logically, I guess. But yeah, guys, this is coming together. Our song's playing on a cycle. I think I want to change that out for a pressure plate right here. I think if I do a pressure plate to a copper bulb, you know, when they walk through, they'll turn it on, it'll play it. And whenever somebody leaves, it'll just turn the bulb off and reset it for the next time, right? Unless people step on it more than once or they're slow coming out, you know, that might mess it up. I don't know. I got to talk to the redstone geniuses about that. But, I mean, I like having it play all the time, but I also want to have other music down there by the tree, and I don't want this song interrupting that. Like, I want this, the, you know, walking in a winter wonderland to be the first thing you hear when you get here. Because nobody's going to fly here from the overworld once my nether road's set up, you know, everybody's going to visit through here. So I want them to hear that song as like a greeting. So I'm going to put it on a bit of a delay. Some people have, you know, longer ping and latency, so it might take them a while to load in the nether or out of the nether when they get here. So I might put it on like a 15-second delay. But I need some kind of trigger. You know, I was going to have a calibrated skulk sensor listening for movement right here, just on these blocks. But then it's going to play the song again when people leave, right? So it'll only play a couple notes, and then I don't know exactly how that works. If somebody unloads in the middle of the song, does that song finish, or does it just stop? Or the next time somebody comes through, will it be playing? You know, and then they'll trigger it again, so it'll like be playing twice. I don't know how that works. I gotta figure that out. This is where, you know, my complicated ideas turn into crazy projects that we have to change and adapt and, you know, switch it up on the way. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm fumbling and mumbling again. I'm getting a little distracted from the tree. I didn't really want to keep doing this right now, but I gotta grind it out, guys. I want to grind this out as much as possible today. Well, here, what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of filling that gap, but then also adding some more to the outside, you know? And then when we get up here to these branches, it just kind of all connects. Pretty simple. And I'm not going the layer above just yet. I don't want to put any here just yet, so that I have room to walk when I'm adding the next layer, you know. And then here, like, here's an opening, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take this out like that, and maybe this one here like that. Yeah. See, this is the first time I've ever done a big custom tree like this, guys. This big for sure. I've done a few smaller ones, but nothing on this scale. And I'm having fun with it, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's what makes it easy or fun. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not following a specific pattern that has to be exactly the same in every spot. You know, that's not the point of this. Like, nature isn't really like that. It is in some ways, but then, you know, it isn't in a lot of ways. I like to capitalize on that if we can. Just go kind of wild with it. Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly even and symmetrical, you know, or like a perfect stair pyramid pattern. If I see a spot that looks kind of off, you know, I can either add some leaves or take some away. Like right there's we're kind of short from the corner here. We can just move out a little bit. And then we don't want a big flat wall anywhere, like even right here, that's a little too flat. So you can just add a leaf. Right? Okay, so that's what we're doing today. And uh-oh, got people dying to witches. Hopefully he keeps his language nice and polite. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here after I do this. You know, after I do all the branches, come back and thicken it out so that the light doesn't pass through. I'm not 100% sure on how thick it has to be, so just been, you know, doing a few layers at least. Then I will maybe do some tests, you know, like fly around and look at it from different angles. And if I see a spot that looks like a bald spot where you can see through it really clearly, like this, you know, then we have to add some more just to give it that full tree appearance. But most of the inside of this is going to be hollow, I think, guys, like this. Bare. I mean, we can always go around and add a few things every once in a while, but I think it's going to be mostly like this. And this is where we're going to have a few golems walking around, lighting stuff up. I don't know how intricate we're going to get with that part of this, with them on the inside, because it's going to be hard to see them doing anything. You know, maybe on the first level we'll get them doing some stuff. But on the outside, for sure, I want them... Like, I've had a few ideas. Again, no testing yet. But... Okay, so let's say... You know, I could hide a chest here. Put a copper chest here with some moss carpet on top. You know, a few of those scattered around are just going to blend right in with all the other crazy decorations and lights and stuff that are going to be up here. So I'm going to have them walking. I mean, it depends on how many. I mean, man, this tree is going to be so big. We could do a whole 10 copper chest cycle and then have them find an item. You know, that we can hide a refill station in here really easy that just has like a couple double chests full of their item that fills up this hopper. We don't have to worry about it. Or even like hopper lines that connect it all that are hidden inside that refill everything on a cycle. But we could have them like grab a cookie down here and end up walking it all the way up to the top of the tree. And when they finally put it in their chest, it lights off some fireworks up there or something. And then they path back down following empty chests. Grab a cookie over here, walk back up. You know, like, we could do that. We could have a few golems on different routes since the tree is so big. You know, if I had a golem following some chests here in this area of the tree, we could have like 4 more golems around the tree doing different things. So there's a few ways I can go with it, guys. I know we don't have a lot of time until Christmas, but you know, we got enough time. I think we got enough time. I can hustle and grind and get stuff done when I put my mind to it. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get this tree almost done if I can. As much as possible. Then decorations, you know. And that's where I think I can talk. I was going to say guilt these guys into helping me. But I could talk them into helping me, you know, decorate a bit. That's where I think I need more hands, just because the tree's going to be so big. I could spend a week just decorating this tree, right? I'm sure you guys can see that, how big it's going to be. And I want to focus more on getting the golems moving around and stuff, getting some allays flying. Oh no, it's snowing, guys. I don't want snow to ruin everything right now. Let's fly away. Oh, let's fly away. We're going to pause this, I think. I'm going to log out for like 10 minutes, probably take my dogs out. But yeah, just bad timing right there. I don't want to have to deal with that. You know, we just got all those branches in. Yeah, and all you have to do is fly away and unload it, you know. That should be good, I hope, unless somebody else comes through my portal right now. But they're all thousands of blocks away, so back in a bit.